I've been procrastinating to make this video, but I don't know why. Like, girl, just say what you gotta say. It's never that serious. I don't even know how I'm gonna go about this video, if I'm being honest. Like, y'all, I did a Bantu knot out. That shit did not work. So 2 ponytails it is. But so as y'all read from the title, this is basically a video saying if you are planning on losing your virginity, do not, and why I'm celibate, because these niggas are nasty. This has like been on my mind for a long time. The video idea, I've obviously been celibate. Well, that's not obvious. Basically, I wanted to start this video by saying, like, I lost my virginity when I was 16 years old. I feel like in black households, especially because I can obviously only talk for a black household, but sex is like a topic that is so taboo that, like, it's so taboo to the point where it's like, just don't do it. Of course, if you tell me not to do something and you don't provide any explanation on why I shouldn't do it, I'm obviously finna want to do it 10 times more. Like, I'm the most stubborn person in the world. I'm provided with no explanations on why I shouldn't do it, the risks, emotional attachments that come, just everything. I didn't know nothing for real, but I was like, okay, well, since you're not, I'm gonna find out for myself why I shouldn't be having sex, and I did. And now I'm making this video on why you shouldn't. I feel like I'm gonna put this video into segments. So this is why you shouldn't lose your virginity, or what comes with losing your virginity, because obviously you can't tell nobody what to do. I'm not trying to come up here and tell you what to do, because who am I? If I knew these things back when I was getting ready to lose my virginity, I wouldn't have lost my virginity. Like, I mean, I'm still stubborn as fuck, so I probably would have, but I mean, hopefully I would have had some sense to not. A lot of people talk about this, especially if like you're like in a religious household, but soul ties, or what is it called, like spiritually married or illegally married or whatever in the Christian religion. Soul ties are no joke. Like, you could have broken up with this person 6 months ago and they still cross your mind every day. You still feel what they feel. They going through it with their next partner, you gonna feel like you going through it with yourself. Like, I feel like nobody really talks about them enough, at least like from what I've seen. Like, soul ties can really get deep as fuck, and especially if you choose to give your body with somebody who is already battling, like emotionally, like mentally, whatever. If they're having a rough, they don't know how to balance their emotions properly, and you decide to give your body to that person, don't think you getting away empty-handed. Like, no.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
You gonna carry their baggage too. I'm not even gonna hold you. And I feel like a lot of people don't. I don't know. I feel like it's because for me, if I knew I was going through something, I would not want to give my body to somebody out of consideration for the next person. Don't expect somebody to be like you. Like, they could be having the rough time of their life and they still would want to get some play. Like, no. And now I'm depressed for 6 months because your ass was going through it. You ain't even going through it no more, but look at little old me. I'm still going through it. No. For me specifically, soul ties gave me a boost of intuition for this person. I would have the most vivid dreams. I would have, like, I would be feeling like that's so Raven up in this bitch. Like if you don't know how to properly handle yourself or handle yourself emotionally, or if you already are not trusting your intuition. Why does my shirt keep on doing that? Like, oh yeah, y'all, I'm in my pajamas. Don't be out here trying to be grown if you don't know how to handle yourself already. Y'all ever have somebody steady hitting you up that you don't want to hit? Like, you a big part of losing your virginity is a foot into the more emotional realm of life. Like, you're dead ass. Like, I don't think y'all understand. I don't think a lot of, at least for me, because I didn't even find out about a soul tie until after I lost my virginity. For me, I didn't take it serious until I was experiencing it. Like, why is it taking me so long to get over this person? We been done. And it's so annoying too, because like you could feel like you're over the person, but the person would just randomly cross your mind. Like, your mind will not let this person go. Damn, I'm literally over this person. I want to be over this situation. My mind kept on being like, what are they doing? And it's not even like a thought. Like sometimes it would just be their name, like out of nowhere. Like I'm having a perfectly fine day, say his name is Jacob. That's it. That's all it took. And now I'm pissed. Why did my mind have to do that to me? My mind be folding. Soul ties come in different shapes and forms. Really, I only had one bullet point for that, and that's soul ties. So obviously there's health concerns and obviously pregnancy and stuff. I don't think I have to really get into that. Like if you don't know about STDs and STIs, you're not even ready to lose your virginity, if I'm being honest. Oh, and you can get pregnant off of non-penetration as long as the semen gets close enough to start swimming. Go take that test. Oh, if you know me in person, if you my mom, skedaddle please. Like I don't even know why you watching this part, because you ain't gonna like what I got to say after this. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty part of the video on why I'm celibate for real. I have more of the bullet points on this because this is basically the whole what I wanted to base my video on. The biggest point for me, sex became more mental than physical. My mental was less severely malnourished, like dead emotionally drained. Not emotionally, mentally drained, because I was fine emotionally. I didn't know what happened. Like it was like a switch for real, because like one time I was perfectly fine with having intercourse, but then literally the next time I was like, oh no, I never want to do this again. Like I felt like I grew out of that stage of just like meaningless intercourse. If you're not feeding my mental, why would I give you access to my physical? Okay, like grateful that it started to happen. Like I'm kind of young, I'm 18, so I feel like I'm grateful that it happened so young at this age, because I feel like I really just can't give my body to anybody. Like if you're not doing anything for my mental, I'm not even sexually attracted to you, like at all. So even if I wanted to, which I don't, it ain't gonna happen. Oh my gosh, this one goes kind of like with the mental, because this is the mental state that I was in. Like the feeling of loneliness, and it's crazy, but hold on, the feeling of loneliness intensified. It was like, why was I laying next to a person that I feel disconnected from? Like I knew this person like the back of my hand. We knew each other like so well, but we felt, at least for me, I felt so disconnected from him. And it was like, damn, like that's why the loneliness intensified. Like I'm not one to feel lonely. I don't know how to explain it. Like I really don't like to deal with people and like that much. I'm really an introvert, so I don't get the feeling of loneliness often. Like I'm fine being alone. And it's crazy, once I started feeling it, literally laying next to another person, I was like, yeah, you gotta go. How you right here and I'm feeling lonely, but when you go, I'm perfectly fine? That don't make no sense. Well, it did make sense, and the sense it's making is that you gotta go. Draining, emotionally draining. Okay, next. Okay, so for me specifically, all my ducks are not in a row. I'm not even in the mood. I'm gonna just say private life. My private life is good. What about your financial life? What about your spiritual life? What about your family life? The only thing you can say in your life that's good is your private life. That's not a flex at all. I have so many parts. Like to me, I feel like there's so many aspects of life to be having your sexual life up here. Your sexual life up here, but you broke as fuck. Your family hates you. Your relationship with whoever your higher ups are failing. I feel like there's so much more to life than to having sex. To have it up here, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know how else to say it. Like I had too many things to work on. There we go. I had too many things to work on, too many relationships to build, not even to be thinking about it, to be wasting my energy on this. especially if it was making me feel lonely, and I'm not a lonely person. Okay, I got 2 more points to make, and then I'm gonna end this video. This one's a little, I'm gonna say the best one for last, okay? Another reason why I decided to be celibate was like self-control. And I'm not saying that I was losing my mind. I'm not saying that I was just bringing it around town. Self-control for me is being able to like resist temptations, if that makes sense. When I say self-control, I don't mean with partners, if that makes sense. Like, I wasn't like an addict or anything, like, just, you know, but I mean like being able to tell a person that I was involved with no, and mean it. This time I was like, no, like, I'm really celibate, like, you got to go find somebody else, is what I'm trying to say. Bringing the power back to myself was a big one, because I let this person feel comfortable enough in that aspect of my life when I shouldn't have. Like, you know what I mean? Like, still my OG. I don't talk to the man, so I don't even know why I'm saying that for real. There's no beef or nothing. You just shouldn't be in my life as much as you was. That's what I'm trying to say. The man shouldn't have been in my life as much as he was. So for me to be able to tell this man like, no, get on, was like self-control for me. The more spicy one, I guess I say for last, specifically like within this past year, I've learned my body, okay? And I've seen what it's capable of. And I feel like that should be kept exclusive. If you know what you're working with, why are you handing out free tickets? No, babe. Exclusive access only. And I feel like for me, exclusive access is a relationship. Yeah, I feel like some things should definitely be left exclusive. Definitely should be kept private. And wait, did I say I was handing out free tickets? I definitely was not handing out free tickets to get in this club. I definitely was not doing all that. I definitely handed out a ticket to a that I wasn't worthy. Yeah, you definitely, we're not getting no free tickets over here at all. Sorry. And that kind of like goes into like self-control too. Like, just because you in the mood does not mean you got to be in the mood with somebody else. Yeah, that's basically like the end of the video. I really just wanted to sit down and talk, because I feel like I was on the brink, like I was on the edge, like, should I be celibate? Sexual temptation is a, like, it really is, especially like in this generation, because so many people are sexually active. The feeling of like feeling obligated to give it up when you're in a relationship is crazy as, but it definitely is a thing. And being celibate in this generation is so hard because everybody's expecting you to give it up. I hope I provided some information that you could cling on to, I guess. But yeah, that's really it for this video. And I'm sorry I haven't posted in 3 weeks, y'all. 4 weeks when I post this video. Your girl's been going through it, but I'm cool now. I'm moving to Houston in 2 weeks, so expect some moving videos. But yeah, that's really it for today's video. I'll talk to y'all next week. Bye.